Good morning. Happy shopping day to you guys. Let me step out of the way and take a look. We're at Brandsmore.
Silva, good morning.
Good morning. It is going to be an exciting week for sure. You know, it's kind of dark behind me and you can't see anything, but not for long, because starting at 7 o'clock this morning, the ships will be rolling in. There are houses across the street on the other side, and if you look closely, we see embers flying everywhere. American Airlines has already sent out an email to its frequent flyers. Judging from his performance tonight, there was no sign of a migraine. The voters will not stand for the commission to appoint a mayor. We can not only feel the rain, but also I can feel the salt from the ocean. How much paper is that? The county says it was using 650,000 pieces of paper every year.
Hopefully you can do some shopping as well.
I left my wallet in the car on purpose.
Oh, too bad.
Come with me into the kitchen. I hear the stuffing just came out of the oven. That's already hot. A sold-out crowd here at Sun Life Stadium, a boost to the economy, something even The Rock talked about. So what was the point of this rally? They tell me they just wanted to let their city officials know how they feel. Neighbors fighting the city, and it's about this building towering over their neighborhood. They say this fight isn't about their view, it's about their property values.
This is by far the scariest thing I have ever done.
I don't know if you guys can hear me, but it just picked up here in Hollywood, so I'm going to keep talking, assuming that you can hear me. Hello, sir. How are you today? We're on live TV. How are you today?
How you doing?
We're ready for the rain here, but come with me. Hi, how are you doing today? They're going to be out here. It's an excuse for them to party and, you know, a bit anticlimactic, but you know what? It's not the end of the world, which means we'll see you at 11. We're live. Silva Harapetian on CBS 4 News. I have with me here Caesar, who was here at the time of the crash, and he's got some video to show us of the aftermath. Can you show us what you saw after the crash and tell us what happened?
We were stunned for a second, and then we started looking for the keys for the car. Half of us just walked over and made it there before me and my boss, who went in the car. And then it was just, you can tell that nobody there could have.
It's very difficult for the people that were standing by and witnessed this incident. Thank you for talking to us and sharing your video with us. And of course, this neighborhood, mostly warehouses. This is a business district. Whoever was here at the time was working. This is not a residential area. We're being kept away from the scene about a block or so, right behind power line and commercial. You can see not much to be seen. You can smell the burning of the fuel and the cars in the air. You can see some fire vehicles behind us, but as you can see, yellow tape is up and we're not able to go any closer. We will be trying to get you more information and talk to some more witnesses as the day develops. We're live. Silva Harapetian, CBS 4 News.
And Silva, before you go, I know that you had also spoken to another eyewitness, Rick Blackburn, who had also shot some video. He was in the area too, working on a vehicle of his own at that time. We're actually showing right now some of the video that Rick Blackburn had shared with you, Silva, not too long ago. And I thought it was so, he got there and he said you could actually hear the explosions of each vehicle as the fire would engulf that car.
Yeah, he said he wasn't too far from the incident, and he actually also described it, just as we heard Caesar describe it, a pop, and he said the plane was tilting, it was sideways, and obviously with the story of the plane trying to go back to the executive airport, and then it went down. Once the plane hit the ground and hit the cars, he described hearing pops, the gas canisters. Everybody rushed to the scene trying to see if they could help, but the fire, obviously, you can see in the video, is so intense that nobody could get close enough. At this time, the investigation continuing. As soon as we know more, we will definitely bring you more.
Silva, thanks a lot for that live report.
We saw it on the radar, Silva. You are getting pounded right now.
That's right. You are correct. We're definitely in the middle of it now. Things have changed significantly in the past hour. I showed you the sun was out for a few minutes. I was able to take my jacket off and it calmed down a little bit. We still had wind, but it wasn't this strong. Right now, it's taking me everything I've got to stay put. I've lost my hat a couple times already, and I want to actually ask either Lisette or Greg. I'm measuring the wind at about 25, 28 average on my wind meter, but it feels a lot stronger than what it's coming up on the app that I had downloaded on my iPhone. So I want to talk a little bit about that. I also want to give you an update. The surfer I showed you earlier that went into the water, I think he's out of the water, decided maybe it wasn't such a great idea because it did start pouring right after he went in. I talked to a lifeguard earlier. He said, you know, people surfing, they're out there at their own risk. They're not going to force them to get out of the water, but, you know, they're worried about lightning and, of course, the rain. So they said we're going to keep an eye on them. But the beach is closed, so I don't know if anybody's available to talk a little bit about this wind and what we're going through right now and how long this is going to last right up here in Hollywood.
Looks like where you are, winds are probably 30, 35 miles an hour.
Yeah, it definitely feels a lot stronger than what I measured on my wind meters. To just stay indoors if you don't have to be out. That's the safest thing to do. You know, grab a cup of tea, cup of coffee, hot chocolate. I guarantee you I probably would like that right about now. But, you know, let us be your eyes and ears. You don't have to step out of the house if you don't have to. We suggest you don't. Surfers, I know it's tempting to get in the water with the swells that we've got right now, but they recommend that you stay put as well. We're live. Silva Harapetian on CBS 4 this morning.
Silva, this is Maribel. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
We see your hood flapping, but can you describe the wind? Is it sort of like pushing you? Are you really like stepping down, or how does it feel?
Okay, well, let me show you. I'm actually standing against the wind, because otherwise, if I stand this way, look, I mean, it's blowing in this direction. Oh, yeah. There you go. See, I almost lost my hat. So it is pretty strong at this point. It's been consistent all morning, but it picked up in the last half hour significantly after we had a squall come through here, and it's been consistent and it's been getting stronger. So it dies down, we get a little bit of a break, and people think it's okay. They come out, start taking pictures, and start jogging, and then it picks up again. So stay indoors. That's the best recommendation we can have for you right now.
Yeah, that's a great advice. And as Silva said, let us be your eyes and ears out there.
Leaving from Dade County Jail with some VIP treatment, trying to avoid the cameras, rapper Flo Rida escorted out by his entourage. Flo Rida, his real name Tremar Dillard, seen here in his music videos. Busted for drinking and driving, police say his alcohol level was twice the legal limit at .185.
Don't make a scene.
Early Thursday morning, Flo Rida was pulled over in his $2 million 2008 Bugatti near 5th and Lenox Avenue in South Beach. He was arrested on DUI charges and driving with a license, suspended for failing to pay traffic tickets. At the scene, his entourage not too happy about the cameras capturing the incident.
Put your hand on my shoulder. Come on.
And at the jail again, not too happy with the cameras, but Flo Rida seemed to be receiving some VIP treatment from a Dade County correction officer, Corporal Darlene Brownville, who helped direct traffic, positioning his Escalade on the wrong side of the street.
Hey, turn it down, turn it down.
You can see her talking with his entourage, but what you didn't see is her giving high fives, followed by kisses on the cheek. Nobody else gets that kind of treatment. What was that all about? I mean, you helped him put a hat on, you helped him put his towel on his face, you helped him pull in a different place. If I was arrested, you wouldn't do that, would you? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Door 5.
Can I get your name, ma'am?
And back here live, we've called the Miami-Dade Detention Rehab Center, and we have not received a comment about what seemed like VIP treatment. We've also reached out to Flo Rida's attorneys, and they have sent us a note that says until they have an opportunity to meet with their client and conduct their own investigation, they will not be making any comments. We're live in Miami Beach. Silva Harapetian on CBS 4 News.
Happy birthday to you.
At first glance, it appears this is just another birthday party for a 5-year-old.
Happy birthday to you.
But Jordan and her birthday wish are anything but ordinary.
Can you tell me what that wish was?
I hope that mommy feels better.
Jordan's mom, Kristen, is in the hospital fighting a rare neurological disorder called OMS, opus clonus myosclonus.
It's tough to be able to look at your wife at 29 when we were, starting a workout plan a week before, to now not be able to even sit on a bed at a 30-degree angle and not be able to hold her head up in a wheelchair to even move her around on the floor.
Not much is known about the disorder, only that in adults it can be caused by a general viral infection like the flu.
She has no control of her eye movement. She has no control of her body movements. She can talk to you. She can sit there and have a conversation, but she's got extreme amounts of nausea.
29-year-old Kristen, a stay-home mom to 5-year-old Jordan, 3-year-old JL, and 2-year-old Aaliyah, was experiencing some flu-like symptoms before the family flew to Wyoming on vacation. Shortly after arriving, she ended up in the ER.
Went from walking One day, got on an airplane, flew 12 hours with 3 little kids, to the next day not being able to walk from here to the front door.
Trying to ease the stress on Kristen, Kyle called his friend Kevin in hopes of finding a way to fly Kristen back to Florida.
A friend of mine that I asked for some help said, why don't we try 100 people donating $180.
Within hours, Kevin built a website, spread the word through social media and email, and 27 hours later, hundreds of people had helped fulfill a wish. They had raised $22,000. Kristen flew home on a private jet and was admitted to North Broward Medical. This mother, now physically close to her family, but far from being home.
She's having a hard time. We missed, our oldest's first day of school. Obviously, she's missing her birthday. So it's hard on her just because the major events of our oldest daughter she's not a part of.
Kyle now struggling to bring a sense of normalcy to his children's lives, celebrating his oldest daughter's birthday with family, cake, presents, and a wish.
Jordan the other day, I asked her what she wanted for her birthday, and she said, I want mommy to get better. And then like 3 hours later, she said, Daddy, I have a sad feeling. Mommy's not gonna be home for my birthday. So that kind of stuff is rough. But I'm just trying to keep it together for them.
To see how scared they were, to see their mother not being able to function. Like, Mom, what's wrong? And they don't understand. Even the 5-year-old doesn't understand. So, our goal right now is to just get her home. Get her home as quick as possible, limit the amount of medical bills that they're gonna have, and get her back to being Mom again.
Silva Harapetian, CBS 4 News. Getting the latest sports updates from the morning paper, well, those days are gone.
And it is caught for the touchdown.
In today's day and age, it's what you want, when you want it, and how you want it.
You want it, you got it. Fin fans now getting game day experience on steroids.
Side, he's got Deion Sims.
That's what I'm talking about.
It better be a touchdown.
In the tweet, did you tweet it?
With Dolphin Stadium now Wi-Fi equipped, 70,000 attendees have instant access, live chat with each other, update their friends, hashtag with followers, and add cool filters to their favorite Fin photos. All this at the stadium, at home, or at the bar. Just as the team takes care of business on the field, behind the scenes, a team of a tech sort.
Hey guys, are you guys approving fan chatter?
One team is approving comments that go to our live chat. Fans are able to chat with each other based on hashtags. The other half of the team is approving photos that will go up as part of our hashtag Finstagram. The other part of our team is actually pushing the tweets from @MiamiDolphins.
There was a retweet by NFL.
Connecting fans on all platforms has taken fan interaction to a whole new level.
They can also be put up on the video boards, be used for our television shows. They can go on our ribbon boards throughout the stadium. So fans, even if you're outside the building in pregame, you'll see the TVs up there and you can actually send your photos and get your photo up on the big screen.
And Gray is into the end zone.
Our whole strategy around social is making sure our fans don't miss out, giving them the best access to the team they can possibly get.
Silva Harapetian, CBS 4 News Tonight.